This is the blueprint to becoming a millionaire, and I'm going to walk you through the levels to becoming one.
So where do most businesses get stuck?
I mean, businesses get stuck at all different levels. Because all you'd have to do is just look at the revenue breakdown. So a lot of businesses just like barely even get to the $1 million in revenue point. Above that, it's I think it's 1 in 250, so it's 0.4% get to $10 million a year.
So is that a market problem or an operator problem?
I think it's almost always an operator problem.
What are the biggest operating obstacles you've personally ran into trying to scale acquisition.com into $1 billion business, and how did you overcome it?
Suffering is constant. It's just that the nature of the suffering changes. And so it's like the hard is always hard. And I think what makes it more difficult as the business continues to develop is that you end up trading things that you didn't expect you'd have to trade. And so like in a lot of people's minds, it's like, oh, I can push really hard. It's like, it stops being about how hard you can push at a certain point. Sometimes it's about how focused you can stay. And those are just kind of like micro examples. You have to overcome that. And then you start doing things and you start advertising and letting people know that you have stuff and selling them on your services, your product. It's like, okay, well, now it's not me. And then once you're a manager, it's like, okay, well, I'm managing this half. And so at every level, I see entrepreneurship as a forcing function for pain, but also a forcing function for progress. In that, you will stay in pain until you progress, and then you will find new pain. Congrats, you have a business.
So I will say, I agree with that.
Yeah,
now, here's a counterpoint to that.
Yeah.
It is hard to take people from free to paying for a service.
Totally.
What is your way around that?
Well, it depends. So it depends on how high value the service is, number one. And number two is we start with free because you need to get reps because you probably suck. And so it's like you're really getting free feedback from people that otherwise like shouldn't because you will be terrible. But the transitioning people from free to paid really comes down to just how good you are. Do they have the need for this specific thing? Is now a good time? It's just that we want to get the most qualified prospects, get good feedback from those customers, which we should treat them like customers so that we can then eventually charge people just like them based on the feedback that we got. Otherwise, we'd be building a product for somebody who's the wrong person.
Yeah. How do you make your offer unbeatable then? Where it's unfair.
Yeah, if people feel stupid saying no. There's 4 elements of value as I've kind of defined it in the book, the $100 Million Offers book.
Why do you think that most people fail?